Welcome students. So we are going to study about now the part 2 of this chapter, the last part of the chapter, periodic classification. Okay. So before we start about modern periodic table, who can you name the scientists who took out the 3 failure table? What were those? First, Dobinus trade, it came out. Then Newland's law of octaves, and the third one was Mendeleev. Now we'll talk about our modern periodic table. Who took out our modern periodic table? Now let's see. See here, this modern periodic table, who was he? This gentleman, he was, okay, this gentleman, who was he? He was, in 1913, Henry Moseley. He showed that the atomic number of an element is a more fundamental property than its atomic mass. So he has taken a new concept of atomic mass number in place of atomic mass. Before this, 3 great known scientists, they had taken the idea of atomic mass, but he has taken the idea of atomic number. Now when elements arrange in increasing atomic number, then elements having same number of the valence electron occur at regular interval. So he has kept as electronic configuration we have studied before. So electronic configuration, there is one valence electron, means the last electron. So that valence electron will be in the same number. As atomic number is there will be an electronic configuration, and the same number of valence electron will be occur at regular intervals. So he had taken out the modern periodic table. Now let's see our modern periodic table. Yeah, in front of you, our modern periodic table. See here how he has placed. Can you see the colors? Okay, the colors differ, isn't it? Whole periodic tables are of different colors. So some here are metals. In this periodic table they are given, some are metals, okay, then some are metalloids, okay, next some are non-metals also, and the last 2 series are known as the lanthanoids and actinoids. So this is our periodic table of the elements. So while making this periodic table, he has given some characteristics to us. And now you see, this periodic table has also groups and periods. Which were the groups actually? How I will take that this is a group and this is a period. See, in this periodic table, we have 7 periods. Can you see hydrogen, the first group you see? Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, then cesium and francium. Okay, from hydrogen to helium, lithium to neon, sodium to argon. Okay, the horizontally lines, these all are periods. First period, second period, third period. Okay, and those from up to down means hydrogen to francium, then beryllium to radium Ra, okay, then scandium to the last, then titanium to Rf, okay, then V is vanadium, okay, in this way, means first group, second group, third group, fourth group, fifth group, sixth group, 7, 8 group, 9th, okay, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So always remember, this periodic table have how many periods? 7 periods. And how many groups? 18 groups. Okay, this periodic table is made of 7 periods and 18 groups. Groups are, I think again I am repeating, groups are vertically it is placed, okay, from up to down, and from left to right, those all are periods. Remember this, because now whatever we are going to study next, the characteristics, it will be based on the periods. We are going to take, beforehand I am starting the next slide. Beforehand I want to say, I am going to take the third period for an example of showing to you all. The third period I am going to take it here. Okay, so let's start the characteristics of the periods. See here, first characteristics of the valence electron. Okay, valence electron means what? Valence electron means the last electron. Okay, we are taking the example of the third period. So third period is what? In the periodic table also, if you have in your book, you can see there the third period is sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine and argon. So sodium has an electronic configuration. Sodium atomic number is 11. Okay, we are talking from 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Till 18 atomic number we all are discussing here. So sodium has 11 and it has an atomic electronic configuration of 281. Okay, 2 first shell K L M N. In this way it goes. No, the first shell is K, next shell is L. Okay, first shell is always maximum number is 2. Next L shell is always maximum number is 8. M shell in this way it will go on. Okay, now let's see the third period we are talking about. Sodium has 281, magnesium 282, aluminium 283. If you plus these numbers, you will get the atomic number of this number. Now see here, gradually what happened in sodium, it is valence electron is 1, magnesium valence electron is 2, aluminium valence electron is 3, silicon valence electron is 4, and phosphorus 5, sulfur 6, chlorine 7, argon 8. So what can we say here? Then from left to right, the question will come in this way in your exam, that from in the periodic in the period, the characteristics of the period, how the valence electron is distributed. So valence electron is distributed what? It will increase from left to right, because we are talking horizontally, not up to down. Okay, so as sodium has 1 valence electron, magnesium 2 till argon 8, so it is increasing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is increasing from left to right. So this is the characteristics of the valence electron. Okay students, next we are going to study about the characteristics of periods of valency. Yes, what is valency now? Valency you have studied, I think you all know, no? How much the electron will lose, element will lose electron or it will gain electron from others. It will share the electron. So sodium valency is 1 because the atomic number is 11, electronic configuration is 281, and 1 electron the sodium can give it to other element. So sodium has 1 valency, magnesium 2, aluminium 3, silicon 4, phosphorus 3, sulfur 2, chlorine 1 and argon 0. So what happened in silicon? The silicon element will share. Okay, it is stable, means 4 it will give also, 4 it will take also, to become stable of 8 electrons, isn't it, on the outermost shell. So silicon will share. So what happened? You see, from sodium, magnesium and aluminium, it is increased. The valency is increased 1, 2, 3. In silicon, it is stable. Okay, it will share the electron there. Again from silicon to argon, what happened? It started decreasing. So when we have to say the characteristics of the periods of in comparison to valency, what we will say, that from left to right it will increase and again it will decrease. Okay students, so these are characteristics of the periods talking about the valency. Next we will talk about the size of the atoms. So size of atoms, again third period we have taken here. Now see, size of atoms when we talk it means it will decrease from left side to right side, but the electron will increase from left to right. Yes, electron will increase. How? Because see, sodium I have drawn here, first shell is 2, next shell is 8 and last shell is 1. But in magnesium what will happen? Last shell will be 2. Again on the next aluminium, last shell will be 3. So here electron will what? It will increase slowly. The valence electron we have studied now on the first point. So in the valence electron what happened? It will increase one by one from left to right, it will increase. But size of the atoms will decrease. Because why it will be happen? Because attraction of the nucleus and the outermost shell will shrink. As soon as the electron will started increasing on the outermost shell, the attraction of the nucleus and the outermost shell will be less. It can't take the proton and neutron will not be able to attract the outermost shell as it will grow. Means how much? It will grow more and more. It will increase more and more. So it will not be able to catch it. It will not be able to attract it. So it will get shrink. So here you can say size of the atoms will decrease from left to right. Okay. Next characteristics of the periods, we are talking about the metallic characteristics. So metallic, we have talked not in the before while talking about the periodic table, there are metals and non-metals, isn't it? So in a metallic characteristics will be what? Sodium is a metal, magnesium is a metal, aluminum is a metal, silicon is what? Metalloid. Okay. Then phosphorus is non-metal, sulfur is non-metal, chlorine non-metal and argon non-metal. Means what? See, the metallic characteristics will decrease because it had started. Sodium was most metallic, it was metal. Then magnesium again metal, aluminum metal. Slowly it started non-metal. It has decreased to non-metal. Means what? The metallic characteristics will decrease from left to right. Okay, students? Next will be the chemical reactivity. So chemical reactivity will talk here. How it reacts fast with the other elements. And how will depend upon? It depends on how the elements will lose the electron. Okay. How much the elements will lose the electron? It depends on that characteristics of the periods. Okay. Now see the chemical reactivity here. Sodium has 1 electron on the valence shell. Okay. Magnesium has 2, aluminum 3, silicon 4 it will share. Then phosphorus 3 again, sulfur 2, chlorine 1. Now from sodium to aluminum it has started losing the electrons. It will give the electron to another element to make it stable. But silicon will share. Again from phosphorus what happened? Phosphorus will accept the electron from another element. When it will tie up with other elements, it will accept it. Okay, students. So what will happen here? When we'll go in this way, we will see that from left to right, what happened? It will increase, then decrease, again it will increase. Okay, chemical reactivity will increase first, then just slowly again it will decrease. To lose the electron to share, that is stable there, and again from decrease again it will increase up. Means how much less electron will be there? Okay, it will be able to fast, it will be lose electrons or accept electrons, so it will increase there. So in sodium and in chlorine it will be more chemical reactivity there than the other electrons. So in sodium and in chlorine it will be increased and slowly it will decrease on the middle position. Means in silicon it will decrease. So this is the chemical reactivity of the elements. Now the last characteristics is the nature of the oxides. So nature of oxides means what? We have said that almost sodium and magnesium is metals, isn't it? And aluminum and silicon is amphoteric. Amphoteric oxides we have studied before. Amphoteric oxides means what? Those reacts with both acid and base. And non-metals are what? Phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine and argon. So metals are always nature, if we have to say of oxides nature, how in with oxygen how it will then what will be the nature of that, basic or acidic? Then always remember it will be opposite. Metals are always basic in nature and non-metals are acidic in nature. Okay, so while we will go from left to right, what will happen? Slowly the elements will become acidic, as non-metals are there, and non-metals are what? Acidic in nature. So from left to right while we go, the nature of the oxides will be acidic form, and if you come from right to left, then it will be in basic form. Okay, remember this too. So this here we have discussed about the with you all, I think 6 characteristics, isn't it? Yeah, 6 characteristics we have studied. So this is all about periods, but there is groups also. So I am thinking of stopping the video here because characteristics of groups will be a little bit lengthy. So here part 3 video will be there of this chapter. Okay, so till then students, take care and have a good day. Bye bye.